Go. Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Monkey Explains, the show where a monkey explains. We're doing time travel bullshit part 2. There are many ways to talk about this part because they were actually so bad at writing it. There's an official page they released explaining how the time travel works, and it's incorrect completely. It's just the official information is just wrong. This is one interpretation, and we're going to try and give a conservative number of the timelines and
Foreshadowing as a narrative device.
and try and somewhat explain the time travel.
I'm so intoxicated by myself.
Supreme Kai in Dragon Ball is the creation god.
Uh-oh.
This guy Zamasu, he really doesn't like mortals. Ningen means mortal, and he basically uses it like the N word. So he really doesn't like people. He's very bad boy. He doesn't like Goku because he's strong. So he makes a wish to put himself in Goku's body, and then fucks around killing mortals, and goes to another version of himself so they can do it together.
And maybe hug and kiss a little kid and make everything soft.
So they attack future Trunks, and he goes back to the past to help Goku, and they go fight him and stuff. A little bit of a side note: in every timeline, there's a Dragon Ball multiverse. So every timeline has 12 universes, and every universe has a Supreme Kai and a God of Destruction. The God of Destruction's like powerful and stuff, and the Supreme Kai and the God of Destruction are linked. So if you kill one, the other dies. And Zamasu becomes the Supreme Kai of Universe 10.
That's her! That's my wife! This is for Gohan!
In Dragon Ball Super, Trunks' hair is blue, and they act as if this is normal. So what that means is that Dragon Ball Super happens in a completely different timeline to all the other stuff that happened, because they just made this retcon for no apparent reason. So that means we automatically increase our number last time from 6 to 12 timelines. So you can click off now if you want, because it's going to get real bullshit.
Then be able to use it however he wants.
This is the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life.
They have this thing called a time ring, and only the Supreme Kais can use it. And it allows you to time travel wherever you want. While you have it, you're not affected by any paradoxes and any time travel shenanigans. So if you kill the person in the past, it won't kill them in the future because of the ring. It just doesn't affect them at all. So they use that, which I guess was a way the writers tried to use as like a bullshit explanation. If they ever messed anything up, they go, "Oh yeah, it was the time ring. It allows me to do this."
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
So in this arc, Zamasu and Goku Black, who's another version of Zamasu that stole Goku's body, they're the main antagonists. So Goku Black is created because Black follows Trunks back to the past temporarily before getting sent back to the future due to a time rift. It's a bit bullshit, but anyway, it happens. They go around investigating the other gods because Goku's privileged, and Beerus, the not fat cat, secretly thinks he's a cool guy, so they chill out, and so this causes Zamasu to see how powerful Goku is because Goku beats him up, and this causes Zamasu to create a wish to become Goku, which may not create a timeline because of the time ring, but he must create a timeline because he kills Goku and his wife and his youngest son, and then tells Goku about it, which makes him angry because he didn't know it happened because it didn't happen to him. So this means there is either no new timeline or a new timeline where Zamasu steals Goku's body and does things. And that's how Goku Black is created. So we're up to 13 timelines. Just for a side note, because Dragon Ball Super is different from Dragon Ball Z, the story of Dragon Ball Super happens in timeline 9. So to make this make sense in some sense, Zamasu becomes Supreme Kai by killing his mentor. He creates a new timeline where he kills Goku and steals his body, timeline 13. When he gets found out, because they fight, in Blue Trunks' future, Goku figures out that Goku Black is Zamasu. So Beerus kills Zamasu in the present because he thinks that will kill Zamasu and he won't be in the future anymore. But because he's wearing the time ring, he doesn't die. Goku Black was created because Zamasu went to another timeline, killed Goku and stole his body, and is now in timeline 12 fighting Trunks. I love this picture. So how do we get to Zamasu and Goku Black? Goku Black travels to another Zamasu from another timeline, completely unrelated. But he knows about Goku, so that means there's another 6 timelines. So we're up to 17 timelines now. Stay with me now. We're up to 17 timelines because all the stuff that has to happen in Z happens, but we need a whole new set of Goku. And instead of stealing Goku's body, he makes a wish to be immortal and uses Blue Trunks' timeline. And Zamasu's plan is to make a cosmos with 0 mortals. So he goes to Blue Trunks' timeline and kills all the gods because, again, if you kill the Supreme Kai, you kill the God of Destruction. And so the plan is to go around wiping out mortals and gods because he hates the gods now, apparently, because they failed the cosmos. And they might wish away Zeno. This will become relevant later. Zeno's like the strongest god. He's like God Jesus. He's like God plus. So he's super powerful and they're going to get rid of him somehow.
Empty the compartments of your pantaloons. For what purpose? And discard of your footwear as well. For what purpose?
So why? Because money.
Yes, it's time for another Katakura's Bounce round.
There's another timeline. So Zamasu nearly gets put in a bottle through the evil containment wave. He gets sealed in there, but he gets out. So Zamasu and Black fuse, and they become like a fused Zamasu to kick Goku and Vegeta. So Goku and Vegeta fuse to sell Vegito merchandise, and they fight, but Vegito defuses, which is a whole another big retcon. So the Potara earrings, which are used for fusion, are supposed to be permanent. You're supposed to not be able to defuse. And in the Buu saga, they defuse because they enter his like belly, and like he's magic, so it like defuses them. Zamasu's mentor just says, "Oh no, it only lasts an hour. If you're not fusing with the Supreme Kai, it's not permanent." But it only lasts 10 minutes because Vegito is too strong, so it overloads the fusion. So Trunks makes a big fuck off sword through a spirit bomb, which nobody makes. And Trunks doesn't know how to make it, but it literally just happens. It just forms in the air. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's a spirit bomb." Nobody knows how it happened. It gets made, and he stabs Zamasu, which kind of kills him because Goku Black's not immortal, and Zamasu is. So he's only half immortal. But because he's half immortal, he doesn't die. He merges with the universe and like starts messing with everything. So Goku uses his plot convenience God button, which summons Zeno, and Zeno wipes out Zamasu and the whole multiverse of that timeline. So Trunks doesn't have a universe to go back to. And his girlfriend Mai's also there. She's 50, but like she was wished back into a baby and then lived out her life again. So she's biologically Trunks' age, but Trunks is like dating like an old lady. But that's not important. So Goku and the others escape with the time machine back to the main timeline, timeline 9. And they go back to his future because Goku realizes, hey, that's Zeno from that world. So he brings Zeno with him to his timeline so that the Zeno in his timeline can have a friend, which is just an alternate version of himself because Goku doesn't want to play with Zeno all the time. And this way he gets out of doing that. And they say Trunks to go to a new timeline. So he goes to another timeline, but it's one where everything happened in Dragon Ball Z and Super, but not Goku Black. So we had another new 6 timelines, and Trunks has to live in one of them. Dragon Ball Super has 23 timelines because we have to keep adding 6 timelines whenever they decide to add a new, like, Goku or whatever. And this is the worst ending of an arc. So, next time, what are we going to do? In the comments below, option A, we either explain the Dragon Ball Z movies, or you get me explaining how the God system works in Dragon Ball. So if you have a better explanation and use a different method, please explain down below. And if you found any mistakes, then okay, shit's complicated. So William Heath is a fucking idiot and he doesn't understand what a fan-made story is. And he genuinely believes in his heart that Goku Black is an android.